It's Christmas 2023 or whatever. And this year I don't know why, but I'm not enjoying decorating for some reason. It just seems like everything is going out of order. So I lost like most of my light strands. I have no idea where any of them went. Um I thought I had some, I just don't know. And a lot of the ones I have are like ones that I don't want to use or I just don't like to use. And it's just kind of like very complicated. Um, we'll start off here in the kitchen with these. I don't know if I had these last year. I have two sets of these I got at Goodwill. One of the sets I had over here, and I don't think this was the set I used last year. This was probably the set I didn't use. I don't know where the other one was. Once again, I lost like all of my lights. I thought I had one in storage in that cabinet, but it wasn't in there. Um, so that's how this is going on. I don't have window candles or anything in here. I need to get this clean first. I need to get a power strip over here probably. Um it's just going kind of crazy. The past day I've been decorating for at least 24 hours already. I've had this radio blasting Christmas music. But I did get this up and running. I actually left the lamp timer up here and had it keeping time since Halloweenus. It's this Intermatic. This is one of the ones I got from my grandmother, or I stole from her. Um, and it's still chugging along. And we just have a few, like, tabletop things here. This fiber optic tree, which was in the bathroom last year, which is very small, but it has snowmen on it. This color-changing musical snowman, I think it's musical, I don't know. It's here. Um, this dancing snowman. Um, this small tree, this singing Christmas tree. This is a different one than the one I had a few years ago because that one I no longer own. I gave that one away and then I wanted another one, so I bought that one. So that's cool. I don't even have any Christmas stuff here because the shelf's a mess. This shelf over here is just a mess too. But I did the same thing with these multi-mode lights where I have them running across here. Now, I have another set of multi-modes in the basement I was going to use, but they're like in really, really, really bad condition and it's just not worth using. I've actually been using these on steady. Let's see, which one is in wave? We'll do that. Now these ones kind of have like a fast flash pattern, so I don't like using them on this mode by themselves. Now I want to put this snowman right there, and hopefully we'll have a bit more extra light in here. And I might do something with like I have a little 4-foot tree. I might put it in that corner. I'm not sure. And then this windowsill, I have no idea really what I'm doing here yet. It's just kind of a catch-all. I got my Rock Along Santa there going for a bit of background noise because it's just awfully quiet. And then I have my Penelope Pine, which I found out works on the clapper. Now, for some reason, this Santa does, like, it's very iffy with the clapper, if it wants to work and it doesn't want to work. But the nice thing is, if I'm doing something in here, or I'm on a call, and his tree gets annoying, I can just clap and I can turn it off. Actually, I'm going to turn this light switch on. Now, these aren't on a lamp timer. These ones are just plugged right into the wall. I've yet to mess around with this stuff yet. Eventually, I'll get a lamp timer over here. And hopefully, this year, we have good luck with the lamp timers. Now, I'm already having an issue with one of them, and I'll get to that later. But, yeah, and the clapper's off, so that doesn't work. This was something I found at Goodwill, is this North Pole sign. And this was only $2, and I got it because I was really tempted to take this thing apart and add like some of those like LED fairy lights inside of it, but I just never got around to doing that for some reason. So it sits like this, and then the little tree where the rest of the multi-mode lights just kind of go into. I did a bit different things here in this restroom this year, actually. We have a little burlap sack Douglas fir in here.
Merry Christmas, everybody. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We
which scared the heck out of my dad yesterday night. These two trees I think were in here last year. This was something I got recently from my friend's neighbor. And I just thought it would be good in here. So we just have a little tree display. I'm not sure. Once again, I'm not really liking having a Douglas fir in here. I don't know why I did that. I'll just close the door and let that thing sing away. I have the other little small battery operated fiber optic tree, but these things just kind of look derpy, but I might use it anyway. I have just kind of some of these stuff. I have this patriotic snow couple, which I got today. Someone just gave it to me because they're like, oh, I'm going to throw it out. Got these from my favorite thrift store. This right here, snowman light. And then these, which I finally got some of these free light candeliers. This is a Noma. I think two of the ones in here are Nomas, and one of them something that's really, really old and vintage. These ones are actually from the 90s. I know they look a bit old, but they're not that old. Snow miser. I don't know what's going on. And then here's the box for the lights in the kitchen, the USB fiber optic tree. A whole bunch of boxes of stuff. Half this stuff is empty. So it's like I'm still like going for it. And then here's Everest, the rubber snow person. So that's cool. We make our way to the living room where we have these things. This is a set of musical Christmas lights, and last year I was saying how I wanted some, and it's been very hard to find a set of musical Christmas lights for me. And these things, they're very, very cheap. These aren't a multi-mode set, and it's just a normal set of mini lights, which just kind of dim along with the music notes. And they're the musical bells. These are like a modern-day reproduction of the old ones. I'm still working on setting these up, but this is what the box is. They're holiday time, which I don't know which. That's definitely a store label. I think it's Walmart store label. Might say on here. I don't see anything. And then right here is a list of songs that it plays, which is cool. It should be right here. That's not one that was playing before I was a Christmas tree. Weird. I don't think I've ever heard that before. What child is this? I think that is I think that's like Green Leaves is what that's called. I don't know. Definitely a cool piece, though. It's kind of cheesy and cheap, but I like cheesy and cheap Christmas stuff, so it's cool. So, very, very cheap. I got the stockings over there. Different snowman stocking this year. I found a nicer one than the cheap Walmart one I had before. This, I don't know what happened to the light strand. I don't know if it was... Yeah, it was last year that I used that old GE set with the little, like, reflectors that kept falling off. So, that was an issue with the cats last year. So that was a no-no. And once again, I couldn't find my set, so I went to Goodwill today. And I just bought a whole bunch of random sets. I bought this set, and then the set that's on that tree. And then I have another set in there. And then I bought these fellas at a different thrift store. And it's crazy. But this set's just enough to go over there. And it has a plug on the end, and that's when I plugged those into. And I don't really like layering up Christmas lights like this, but I needed to use these somewhere just so I could show them off for the video. It's just kind of crazy. It's also not my display without my 6-foot fiber optic tree. I love this thing. This is still my favorite Christmas decoration I own, and it just deserves to be on the display no matter what. So it's right here. The snowflake projector. I can't find a base for the other one, that's why it's not over there. Eventually we'll get it set up and there'll be a snowflake projector in that room as well. Rock along tree, and then the styrofoam snowman. I swear I just heard like something shift over here. It's weird. We got the fiber optic snow couple and tree here, which we'll get to that part later. And then just assorted animatronics over here, which I believe almost all of these have batteries in them. I don't think any of them don't except this tree here because it's very stupid. She'll put it here. This is one of my recent finds. If you can't tell, it needs a new speaker. And then this fellow's been going for like 2 days straight. Great. And then a few other small ones up here, which I don't know. I have a YouTube channel that I uploaded videos of holiday animatronics to, and I don't have access to right now since I forgot the password. So I don't know if I'm going to upload videos of this stuff to this channel this year, or if I'm going to like try a group channel and upload it to those. I'm not sure. We'll figure this out. Let's talk about lamp timers, because this is a big deal. So last year I had a freak show where I constantly, like, lamp timers, they were going left and right, and I couldn't stay stocked up on them. I was, like, really, really low on lamp timers last year. So I have some here. We have 5 here. And one of these is going to be used, probably that Intermatic there, because it's grounded. I think this Ingram's grounded as well. It's a KMC branded one. I had a few of those Ingrams, and all of them had like split gears on them. And then I had a bunch of the old Intermatics, and those ones the gears just deteriorated because of the Intermatic used bad grease on those ones. And then like the gears were like such a small piece, you couldn't I can't find reproductions for them, so I can't really use them. Oh, and then there's this weird Ingram here. I don't even know how this one works, but we're gonna figure it out. And paid $2.50 for this at Goodwill at some point in time. But once again, over the summer, every time I saw a lamp timer at a store, I just picked it up. At least anyone that was under $3, I picked up. One of the coolest finds is this one, which is a 1950s or 1960s Intermatic timer. And this one's really nice because it has the plug on the back. And the plug for this is all the way back here in the corner, and then these are just ran off of the extension cord. So I like having something where the timer is kind of like separate. So this is perfect, being that it has the outlet right on the back. And then I can use it like this. And I actually want to get more of these. If I can find some of these for cheap, I'm going to pick them up because they work pretty good. And then we have this weird Intermatic turn on the camera flash. I don't know if this thing's working or not. I just don't know. I have no idea what happened to the camera. I think it just like accidentally hit like the ending record button. But this thing here looks like it drove past its limit. These ones here just kind of unhooked. I think it's about to switch off. And then it's 9, which is a bit too early for me to want to kick it off, but I'm going to see if this actually kicks these off to see if this timer works, because yesterday night, this timer ran past its limit. So I don't know what's going on with it. I've not even gotten into this stuff here. We have that random reef, which actually I was going to put around this clock, but I have to put another nail up there. What I might actually do is have the nail be up here, so then during the normal part of the year I have the clock hanging from here so it covers the screw that it's hanging on now. So it actually sits higher up most of the time. Then when it's Christmas I lower it and then use the upper nail to hang the reef on. So that would be nice. So there's that part. And then this mess over here. So last year we had an issue halfway through where this outlet over here died. We have a switched outlet in that corner, so I couldn't keep power on those. I had the lights on the staircase, but I'm not sure if I'm doing that this year or not. It depends if I have to find zip ties, or if I even want to do it. But yeah. So I put this stuff here. I have my 3-foot Douglas fir that Rocky Marbles claims doesn't exist. And then the color changing snowman dingus. And I just have both of these here. And I put this set of lights on that tree. Now, I'm not running this, and I did a very sketchy way of getting this hooked up, which is, I got an extension cord, which is right there. I ran the wire into the basement. We'll actually go down there and have a look at what's on the other end. And by no means what I'm about to show you is permanent, because this is actually like the definition of ghetto. But the wire goes through the flooring. The end is cut off the extension cord. It comes over here to this splice where it's spliced. And then the cord goes over here, comes down here, goes into this lamp timer, and then it goes over here for another extension cord, and then back down over there to the wall. So it's ghetto as heck, but hey, it works. And then we're using one of these old TrueGuard branded lamp timers, which is just made by Intermatic. And this is pretty much just like the one I have in my entryway foyer porch area, which we'll show next quickly. Now, I've not decided what I'm going to be doing for this next part. I'm getting way ahead of myself. But we come out into this room here, and we have this window candle, which actually, this has been up since, I think, Christmas of last year. And I typically had like a stocking in this window, but I think it had an issue. But I'm using this Sears branded Intermatic timer instead of the Digitile Snowman one because I couldn't find it when I put the thing up for Halloween. But I found it, so I might put it in there if I run short on lamp timers. That's going there. I have to find it because it's just been tradition to put that lamp timer there each year. I just don't know which box it's in. I think it's in this one. But the Digitile Snowman timer that I got from the Air and Freeze. So that's going on. Now, once again, I have a whole bunch of the singular window candles. I'm thinking of mixing them up this year because, once again, I have some of these free candeliers. And I got a total of 3 of these. I actually ended up getting 4 of them by mistake because they just gave me this one. Because it's like, here we have some extras of these. So take this one that we have here new in box. They gave me this one for free, and then these ones are like $1 a piece. Once again, from my favorite thrift store. Shout out to them. But I just happen to have 4 windows on the front of this house. 2 upstairs, 1 in the attic, and then the 1 here in the living room. So I'm going to put candeliers in the bathroom window, my bedroom window, and then this window here. And then in the attic, there's a window air conditioner that's mounted in that window. So I can't really, do very much there. But I have a larger one of these Christmas stars. I'm thinking of just zip tying this to the back grill of that air conditioner, running the cord inside and putting it on a lamp timer. And that's most likely going to be my plan for that. As for lights outside, I'm not sure if I'm doing them this year or when I'm going to be doing them this year. It's always, I don't know. It doesn't feel like I don't like doing it anymore once since last year after my inflatable snowman took a shit. So that's all I gotta say. There's nothing really much going on upstairs because I've not even started messing with the lights. I'll show the stuff in my bedroom, which is a lights that I've kept up there for a while. I bought this C9 set at a thrift store, hoping to use them in the bathroom, and I found out they're just way too long. I wonder if there's a way I can shorten these. If so, I might shorten them, so I can make it just a 5 or 6 light set. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. And we're back in the craziness of the bedroom. Now, I typically displayed a lot of my Christmas stuff up there on that shelf and on this shelf, so it's actually kind of echoey in here without all those boxes being up there. So I don't know, I might have to find something to put up there. But I have the light set up where I have this LED string that I've had for a few years, and it goes up along the window there, down, and then earlier over the summer, I got this C7 set, which goes along this shelf here that I installed. And I really like this. I've actually had a few issues of replacing some of the bulbs on the C7 set And the LED set's dying because it's a LED set and it sucks. Which I'm quite sad about this because this is the first LED set I've actually really enjoyed using. Because this set does not flicker at all. It has a really nice light to it. It's not like blinding or headache inducing or whatever. And it's just a good set to use indoors. And I have had so many bulbs on them go. The first ones was that blue one and that yellow one. And they tend to go in pairs. There's a red one and a yellow one there. That ended up going out shortly after. And then there is another, I think it's a blue and a purple there that have gone out. So I might just be switching some of these bulbs around to get it to work and just put the dead ones down there. I don't know. It's kind of sad. I really like this set. So to actually have a good quality LED set fail, that's pretty bad. And it's not even a good quality set if it fails. And I'm just going to continue saying this. I don't like LEDs for this reason, because once they fail, you can't buy the replacement bulbs. I don't even know if I can replace them. Even though the little minuet lights are a pain in the ass to deal with, they're a bit easier to work on. Oh, and then there's this thing, which I can't remember where I got this little wooden tree at, but since we're up here in the bathroom, that can go there, and I just so happen to have this. So plunger snowman and random wooden tree is just growing into the not snowman, it's a toilet. Darn. Eventually I'm gonna have lights along here too, if I can find a set that works. If not, I have that one set in my storage box that has a whole bunch of burned out bulbs that I got from the thrift store for free like 2 years ago. I'll use that set if I have to. Once again, it sucks not having my Christmas lights on me and like losing all of your Christmas lights. And there's the steady function. I'm gonna leave them on that for a little bit. I'm gonna turn some of this stuff off, and then I'm gonna go attempt to edit this video and upload it to my YouTube channel after uploading another one. If I can get this dancing snowman to turn off. Wish me luck, everybody.